Bayley fans need to hear this now, and you guys are going to disagree with me so much. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what y'all need to hear and why you need to hear it. Because Bayley is in a very interesting situation right now as we head into the January 17th episode of Friday Night SmackDown. She is slated to have a match with our newly crowned women's champion, Tiffany Stratton. Now, keep in mind that Tiffany Stratton cashed in Money in the Bank on Nia Jax back on the January 3rd episode of Friday Night SmackDown. Now, Nia Jax, ironically, won the women's championship from Bayley back at SummerSlam due to outside interference from Tiffany Stratton, because, of course, Tiffany Stratton was aligned with Nia Jax for the last several months. Now, if you look at the organic storyline that is built into a rivalry between Bayley and Tiffany Stratton, well, it's actually pretty beautiful, because if we look at 2024, Bayley had an outstanding year, right? Winning Royal Rumble, beating Io Sky for the Women's Championship at WrestleMania 40, and going on a multi-month run as champion. Now, since she's dropped the championship to Nia Jax, she's had a rematch with Nia Jax. She was part of the Women's War Games match, but she has started to fall a little bit down the card, and that's something that I've talked about in recent videos. It's not that she's fallen out of the main event scene. It's not that she has taken a step back in terms of star power. It's just her booking has, and you have to be very careful with the way that you book her. Certainly, her going over and putting over Candice LeRae did not help things, but I digress. They went in that direction. That leads us to today's video, because Bayley, she's in a very good spot in this match booking. I know. The guy that has talked about how I felt like Bayley should go on a multi-feud run where she is booked in feuds in which she can win. But here's the thing. I was thinking to myself, okay, I could look at it, and my initial thought process was January 10th, Bayley wins a triple threat match. Or a fatal four-way, actually. Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Nia Jax. Okay, number one contendership. It was going to be the very first person to go and challenge Tiffany Stratton. And I saw Bayley won. And I go to myself, what are they doing? Oh, they're putting Tiffany in a really good spot. Her first match, her first opponent is against Bayley. It sets the stage for what I believe will be a multi-month run as women's champion. This is good. They're setting up Tiffany Stratton to succeed. They believe in Bayley enough to go, hey, we know that you've lost to Nia Jax recently, and we know that we've put you on a back burner, but will you please help us make Tiffany Stratton as the next big-time star on Friday Night SmackDown, the next big-time star in our company, and the next women's champion? Will you help solidify her run, her reign as champion? And that's what I love about it. That's what I like about it. And that's why I'm happy to see it. That's why I'm okay with it. I know Bayley is not going to beat Tiffany Stratton in Stratton's first title defense. Now, will they do a DQ? Will they do a double count out? Will they do a count out? Will Nia Jax get involved? Will Tiffany Stratton cheat her way out? Will she rob Bayley of victory, of one more chance to be women's champion? I have no idea. And I'm curious to see how they go about it. I'm very curious to see how they get around it, because we do have Saturday Night's main event coming up on January 25th. We do have the Royal Rumble coming up February 1st. So could I see a Tiffany Stratton Bayley match going to a DQ or Nia Jax get involved? 1,000%. You also have, if you're a nitpick, why Nia Jax wasn't given an immediate rematch, but she had to earn a championship opportunity in a fatal four-way match after being cashed in on, after defending her title. Well, that's just booking, just logic thrown out the window. That does not make any sense, and I cannot make sense of it. So I won't even attempt. But sticking with Bayley, the fact that she did get a win, it wasn't like she just came out there the following week and says, hey, give me a title shot. She did not do that. She earned it, and she earned it by going over some of the best that SmackDown, some of the best that WWE has to offer, some of the more high-profile names on SmackDown. Nia Jax, obviously, former women's champion. They're all women's champions, but hang with me here. Naomi, a former champion, someone that has been consistently used on television, okay? And obviously Bianca Belair, who is also part of the women's tag team champions with Naomi, but obviously, in my opinion, I think most people would agree, Bianca Belair carries a lot more weight when it comes to fans than Naomi does. So the fact that she beat those names, she didn't beat scrubs, she didn't just, cheat her way in, she earned it. She outlasted those three competitors and she made it her way, made it her decision. And so if you look at it like that, then I go, okay, I don't love Bayley getting beat, but if it's a greater good, or for the greater good, I should say, then yeah, let's do it. Why not? Putting her in a spot where she's with the champion, and going into it, okay, they have some kind of plan, because it doesn't feel like with Bayley that they never have a plan, right? Or they don't ever have nothing for her. They always have a plan for her in some way, shape, or form. And so if I'm a Bayley fan, which I am, which I consider myself to be, then I'm optimistic and I'm going to go out on a limb. I don't do this very often, as a longtime viewers know. And I'm going to say, and I'm going to believe that WWE has a plan, that they have something in the works in which I can get behind, something in which I can believe in, something in which I can hold my hope in. I have faith in them. I have faith in Triple H. And if you look at it from that standpoint, then I think we all have to wait. We have to know that Bayley is not going to beat Tiffany Stratton. But maybe it leads to something bigger. What I'm afraid that will happen is it's a DQ, it's a count out, it's a whatever. It leads to a triple threat, and Bayley gets beat to lead to an eventual Nia Jax Tiffany Stratton match. I'm fearful of that, and I think that's where we're going, but I don't know. We have to wait until January 17th. We have to wait to see where WWE is going with all of this. And until we get to that date, until we get to see what WWE is doing with Bayley, then we just have to have hope. We have to have faith. We have to be optimistic. Because with that, well, it's all doom and gloom. And in 2025, I'm trying to be a little bit more positive when it comes to WWE booking these days. But we will see. We will see how it all shakes out. Let me know down in the comments here below, how do you think this match is going to go? Is it Bayley? Is it Tiffany Stratton? Is it going to be a weird finish? Let me know down in the comments area below.